Something you hear me say in a lot of my training videos is about big picture thinking. So, what the heck is this big picture thinking? Well, it's just what it sounds like. It is the ability that you have as a hypnotist to take a high level view of your subject or your client. And of course, the high level view informs a lot of what's the client's goal? Like, okay, they come to quit smoking or to lose weight or to get out of depression or whatever, but that's not the big picture. That's the right now problem, which is very important. But what I really want to know from a client is what is the larger ask you have of yourself and of life? So there are some things that I need to know in order to get there. Like, what is the client really here to say? What is their subconscious actually waiting to say? Because that leads to what is the big picture? What is the client hiding? Or what is the client not telling me? What is the client not telling themselves? What has the client never realized? What does the client need to realize in order to feel a sense of clarity and freedom? What is missing in the client's experience of their own life right now that would enable them to go to the next level? What is it that they need in their life? What are they seeking? What are they looking for? What's the point of leverage for them that actually makes the change we're talking about exciting and desirable and and important enough to undertake? So, big picture thinking is not fixating on a problem and not fixating on the symptoms that are right in front of us. Although interviewing the client about them is very important because, of course, all of those have correlates in the big picture. But the problem with a lot of approaches, hypnotic approaches, and just general therapeutic approaches, is they don't push the practitioner into that big picture mentality. I think a lot of why my sessions are very successful is because I'm able to do many things at once. I do hypnosis along with interviewing, along with emotional things. Some of that I describe in other videos, ETM, big picture, hypotheticals, all the stuff that hypnotists do. But what I'm also doing is ascending neurological categories, which is moving from the more, mundane, day-to-day, practical, in front of me problems to, as we're saying, the large picture for the client. Because, my company is called Soul's Way. What is the Soul's Way? Well, the Soul's Way is not, what am I going to do between 9 and 2 tomorrow? Although that's part of it. I'm going to not smoke would be a good answer. But really, what's more interesting is who am I? What am I going to be? Why did I come to Earth? I ask people that quite a bit actually in my sessions because I like talking about it. And everyone's answer is different, by the way. So the big picture is like a fascinating thing to engage with because it's so interesting to find out about people's destiny, about people's desires, about people's love, about people's goals, about people's joys and families and needs and everything. So I think the big picture is a very cool and important feature of the hypnotic process because it gives yet another layer to the ascension of neurological categories. Like we're not staying in this neurological category where we started. We're going to go up and up and up and up until we get a very large level top-down view. Because that top-down view is essential for the for the client's transformation. And just for clarity and for understanding oneself. So that's why it feels good as well. So, big picture thinking, a very important feature of conversational hypnosis. It's a higher level thing. So, if you didn't learn it in 101 or 102 yet, that's okay. It's an interesting and big concept. I do teach it in level 2 though. So, if you're in my class or in my trainings, you've heard about it quite a bit. And we will have a lesson on it coming up in our Skills and Practice Club. So, if you have any questions, you can ask. Okay, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. See you on the next video. This is Mama Soul Doc. I am not a medical doctor or a mental health care practitioner. Thank you for watching.